Alright, I may end up having to move. But, I don't know. I'm going to do like a practice session tonight. It's like Wednesday.
Bluetooth mode.
I don't know what day it is. It's Wednesday. So, hey everybody, I'm Mike Coppolino. And I have PTSD from being myself. Thank you. Actually, I look like I smell. That's my mainest thing. I look like I smell. I look like drugs. Thank you. People can tell me I live in a bad neighborhood because I live there. It's actually because I built it myself. Hey, if you're going to throw up in your car, throw up on yourself. That way you don't have to clean your car. Just want to let you know that's actually like not even a joke. That's just better advice. Alright. So my schizophrenic roommate has a large collection of samurai swords because that's the rent I can afford. I'm terrible at relationships. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am. All my ex-girlfriends still like me. Cocaine, heroin, PCP, what are these? They're nouns. Cocaine, heroin, PCP aren't real drugs. Like real drugs start with bath salts. Real drugs start with bath salts. Bath salts are great. Bath salts are great. Just because some guy chews someone's face off on a bicycle path in Florida high on bath salts doesn't mean the whole experience is so bad. I mean, for every guy high on bath salts who chews someone's face off in Florida, it's probably like 2,000 people just visiting the emergency room with a shampoo bottle shoved up their ass. And everybody else high on bath salts has a great time. It's like, it's underrated. But whenever I do bath salts, I always like to roofie my own drink. You know, when I get the urge to chop off my dick and jump off my balcony, you know, I have something to hold me back, you know, a little roofies. My new fetish is looking suspicious. It's super easy. Yeah, I just talk. So last week I entered a self-deprecation contest, and I didn't win and I came in first place. Thank you. Thank you. I actually have the largest collection of second place trophies in the world. I'm that guy. I'm kind of special. I have the largest collection of second place trophies in the world. I have 1,209 second place trophies. And these are all authenticated second place trophies. They're all authenticated. Somebody had to get second place for me to actually get them. They're notarized and everything. It tells me what they won in second place. I have the largest collection. I just want to let you know so somebody can like take the title. Somebody's got to be first. Somebody has to have the largest collection of second place trophies in the world, and it can't be me. Because I want to be consistent. Alright. Oh, man. I saw this news story the other day. They were talking about revenge shitting. They did like a 4-minute story about revenge shitting in the city of Denver. It was on the news. It was on a Saturday. They did 4 minutes about it. And they trotted a guy out from the city. He looked all official. He wore a tie and everything, and he had a white shirt on. They said there was 137 cases of revenge shitting, well, revenge pooping in the city of Denver last year. 137 cases of revenge pooping. Like anybody could beat that. Like one person could beat that. Why are you even like, is this advertising or is this like a news story? That's the whole reason that, I mean, you have to know the guy who did it. That's how you have to know it's revenge shitting or pooping. You have to know the guy who did it, and you have to know why he did it. There's 137 cases of that in the city of Denver last year. They were reported. Like, I don't know if the guy must have gotten caught. How do they know it's revenge shitting? Maybe it's philosophical shitting. You know, I've always dreamed of shitting on a car. You know, but I always thought I was gonna like have to die and get reincarnated as a seagull. You know, that way I can shit on people's cars and they can get philosophical about it. But now I realize I could do it in my lifetime. I could shit on a person's car and just leave a note. I could just leave a note. I could say, you know, nuclear war is way easier than regular war. Leave a note on the piece of shit. It'd be philosophical, you know. But danger, mudslides. That's also philosophical. Oh. Man. I'm like the history of free porn. I am. I'm the history of free porn. Like, I watched porn when it was on TV. Like, it was scrambled. They sent porn to a scrambler, and you had to, like, buy a box to unscramble it. But they sent it through a regular channel. It was a channel between channel 18 and channel 19. There was no digital thing. It was channel 18 and 19. It was like the VHF or UHF or VHF. I don't know. It was the one with more channels on it. But there was no channels on it except for porn channels and weird fucking channels. So when I was a kid, I had a TV. I used to just rake the knob to see if I can get some like porn for like free. And so I'd do that, and it would sometimes come in unscrambled for like half a second. And I would see porn, kind of. And I would get excited about it. And I was 10 years old, and that was the first free porn that ever existed. So I'm just saying I'm the history of free porn, but it's like, I've seen so much porn, I can't even like get excited anymore. Like, I have to watch the Two Girls, One Cup channel to get excited. I do, you know. Last time I watched a porn, it was revenge porn with clowns in it. It was revenge porn with clowns. It was fucking great. It was great. Like, these clowns would get like packages from people, and the clowns opened the packages, and there was like clothing inside there, and like articles of stuff. It was like mementos, and the clowns would like take this stuff out of the boxes, and they would read the note that came inside of it, and it was like about like this grandmother's like favorite mink stole, and it was all about it, and he didn't want to like get any money from the grandmother. He was like tired of her shit. He already had enough money. He just wanted to like tell her to fuck off. So he sent her this note with this like mink stole, and these clowns hung it on the wall of their room, and then they just fucked in front of it. They just fucked in front of it for like 15 minutes. These two clowns just fucked in front of it. And then they took it off the wall, and then they put it in a box. They filmed themselves putting it in a box and wrapping it up and putting the address on it. And then that was the end of it. That was the end of the porn. You know, that's out there. I mean, that could be out there if you had $8,000. That's in the new Wonder Woman porno. The new Wonder Woman porno. That's the one where Wonder Woman uses a vagina as a golden lasso of truth. It's like a series of Wonder Woman pornos. They all have the same theme. You know, but this one didn't have much of a budget. Every time Wonder Woman screwed someone, they just ended up telling her they didn't know anyone in Hollywood. So there's that joke. Like, those are jokes, right? I mean, they're not really... I'm just going to be out here. I'm just going to do 10 minutes and go, because it's like I have coffee and everything, but I can enjoy it, and also it's cold out and stuff, so Where was I at? Anyways, I have a friend. And he came to, I have a friend, and his parents bought him a house. His parents bought him a house, and all he does is like masturbate in it. That's the setup. But he comes to my house, and he complains a lot because he doesn't have any money for anything else. His parents just bought him a house to give him an allowance, but it's not enough for his alcoholism. So he comes to my house, and we give him money for Pacifico, and he goes to the liquor store, and then he comes back with Bud Light. And then he keeps the rest of the money, and then we drink Bud Light, but we're in a race with him. Anyways, he got a job, and he was complaining about it. He got a job for 3 days. He was a weed clipper. He's a fucking weed clipper. He clipped weed in the mountains for 3 days, and he got paid $450 to do that. And he got fed, and he got a place to sleep in the mountains for 4 days. And he had a big bag of weed, and I was smoking it with him. And he's complaining to me about this job because he's working with a bunch of hippies, and because they made him wipe his ass with cabbages. That's what he was complaining about. They were hippies, and they made him wipe his ass with a cabbage. And I need to know. You know, I just need to know, you know? Because I would just wipe my ass with the cabbages if I was like in that situation, because that's the best fucking job in the world. I'd just be a weed clipper for like 4 days and get paid, and I'd get to sleep up there, and then I'd come back here and have a hotel and a bunch of weed. I could sell the weed. I could do all that. That'd be the best job ever. I would wipe my ass with the cabbages. I told him that. I would wipe my ass with the cabbages. It would be cool. I'd be fine with it. But he said, you know, but the problem is they're genetically modified. They're not like regular cabbages. These fucking guys are in a cult, and they're trying to like make this cabbages. It's like they're saying it's renewable toilet paper. And you just like they put a cabbage next to the toilet, and you rip leaves off of it. But it's the consistency of toilet paper, and it's durable, and you wipe your ass with it, and then you throw it in the garden, and it makes more toilet paper. It's renewable. It's good for the planet. But that's what they say. And I told him that's nothing I would complain about. I would support that. I'd support that even more. I would smoke more weed at that place. I would clip more weed for them. I wouldn't care. I would sell the cabbages. I would sell the cabbages myself. I think it's a great idea. He said the trouble is they're genetically modified. So they have prions in them. They have prions in the toilet paper. They're genetically modified. And these prions are like rogue pieces of like molecules, of RNA molecules. And these rogue RNAs crawl up your ass and infest your brain and give you encephalitis, a form of encephalitis that's caused by these prions. And you end up crawling out to the fucking garbage, like all fucking Alzheimer'd out, and you just sit there with your mouth hanging open, and the Elon Musk's robot tanks and spider drones cruise up to you, and they drag you in there, not conscious but still alive, and they turn you into organic fertilizer. And that's how everyone dies. Like, everyone dies that way. You know, except for a few rich people that didn't use the fucking renewable toilet paper. And some Nazis. That's what happens. That's how we all die. I said, how do you know all this? You're like a Def Leppard fan. He says, because I'm not really your friend. I'm actually you from the future. But not from this future, from a multiverse future, diagonal to this one, where I don't look like you at all, but we have the same thoughts and memories, and we have the same soul. But 7 years in a diagonal multiverse. Also, our Earth is hollow. But I came here to tell you that this is a recurrent theme in these universes, and this is how we all die. Except for me, because now I'm here. And so are you. So just don't wipe your ass with fucking cabbages. And I looked at my friend, and I said, oh my God, this isn't weed, this is PCP. This is PCP. I got weed from a 7-Eleven. Thank you. Alright. So I'm a life coach. I'm a life coach because anybody could be a life coach. Anyone could be a life coach. All you have to have is a business card and like a scheme. So I want to give you some life coaching advice before I go. First off, here's some good life coaching advice. This is the first minute of every session I do. I tell my client or my victim, I tell them the only thing worse than failure is listen to someone tell you how to be better at it. And then I ask for money, and they give it to me. And then I give them 59 more minutes of truth. Because I have a patio, and people are into that. They could see time move, When you got a patio, the sun moves through the slats, and they feel like time is worth money. Anyways, let me give you some advice real quick. First off, anyone here plan on smoking PCP? No one plans on smoking PCP. That's the first advice. But if you do feel the effects of PCP and you're smoking it, turn off your cell phone. You gotta turn off your cell phone if you're on PCP. Because if you're wandering around King Soopers naked and you're trying to buy ice with a handful of sticks, and you don't need a cough in the office to ruin that. That's good advice. Also, if you're gonna smoke crack, do it in a bathtub too shallow to drown in. That's also good advice. Oh. I think that's where I'll end it. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes. So this will be on something. Soon. But it's Wednesday, whatever day it is. It's the middle of the week. Oh, it's the 13th. I had a show yesterday at Chillers. So Chillers in Loveland actually is a pretty cool place. Hosted by Jeff Albright, and he's got a few shows up there. So in Loveland, of all places, they do it once a month. So yeah, that was cool. I actually got a little bit of energy off of it because it was a good room. It's a tough room. It's bikers and everything. So, anyways, that's been my time. I've been Mike Coppolino, and have a great night. Thank you.